It was a rainy day in the night garden, and there were lots of problems going on. Igglepiggle and Upsy Daisy were talking to each other.
Upsy Daisy, something new is going on today. I know, Igglepiggle, it's raining. We've never had rain in the night garden before.
I know, Upsy Daisy. I wonder how everyone else is getting on.
Makka Pakka was about to leave his cave to go for a walk. I really hope my cave doesn't flood, he said. I'm sure it won't. So he grabbed his dog Pog and he was on his way. Things weren't going well in the Tomblilboo Bush. Look at all the raindrops, said Tomblilboo. I agree, said Tomblilboo.
Guys, I don't think this is safe,
said Tomblilboo. I'm sure it's fine, said and Oo, as they looked out the window. When all of a sudden... What was that? Shouted Tomblilboo as she looked behind.
There's water coming in the door,
she said. What? Exclaimed Tomblilboo, looking shocked. You mean the bush is flooding? Asked Tomblilboo.
Yes, said Tomblilboo. We need to get out of here now.
Makka Pakka was walking along when all of a sudden... What was that? He shouted, and he arrived at the Tomblilboo Bush. What's going on here? Asked Makka Pakka. The bush is flooded, said the Tomblilboos. Flooded? Exclaimed Makka Pakka, shocked. Meanwhile, the Hahhoos were upset. They couldn't get to sleep because of the rain. Let's all stay up until the rain passes, said the multicoloured Hahhoo, when they heard a noise. The Ninky Nonk is coming! But there was trouble. The Ninky Nonk was heading straight towards a puddle of mud. Oh no, the Ninky Nonk is going to get stuck! What should we do? Asked the yellow polka dot Hahhoo. How about we try and divert it? Said the blue Hahhoo. So the Hahhoos leapt into action. The Ninky Nonk was getting closer and closer to the puddle of mud. Now's our chance, said the multicoloured Hahhoo. The Ninky Nonk was getting closer and closer to the Hahhoos. Here it comes! What a clever Ninky Nonk. We saved the Ninky Nonk, shouted the Hahhoos. Bye-bye, Ninky Nonk. See you again, I'm sure. Everything was going well at the Pontepine house. Mr. and Mrs. Pontepine were trying to take care of the children. The Wattingers had moved in with the Pontepines until the rain had stopped. Me 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 me. Meanwhile, the Tomblilboo Bush was still flooded. What are we going to do? Asked Tomblilboo. Now, don't panic, said Makka Pakka. I'm sure we'll think of something. I hope so, said Tomblilboo. I really want to go back inside. Igglepiggle and Upsy Daisy arrived. What's going on here? Asked Igglepiggle. Why is there water coming out of the door? Asked Upsy Daisy. The bush has been flooded and we need to get the water out, said Makka Pakka. Igglepiggle had an idea. If we make a big gap in the bush, not too big, we can make the water come out and then the bush will be unflooded. The Tomblilboos thought that this was a good idea and they all leapt into action. The Pontepines and the Wattingers came to help. Me 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 me
Igglepiggle grabbed a shovel and started digging. Makka Pakka decided to blow some of the walls off with his uff. The Tomblilboos decided to dig with their hands. The Pontepines and the Wattingers scattered around the place looking for bits to take off. Upsy Daisy decided to be the inspector and see how everyone was getting on. 5 minutes later, the bush was unflooded. Everyone had done a great job. "The rain is stopping," said Makka Pakka. "So it is," said Igglepiggle. Makka Pakka went back to his cave and it wasn't flooded. "Yes! I'm going to go back to sleep now. That was a very long day," he said.